Hello, magical souls. I'm just going to hang on a minute and make sure I'm connected properly because I just tried to do a live stream and it just booted me off and then it didn't recognize my page. So I had to come back in and start all over again. Let me just double check. I am live. Yep. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I am live. Okay. So let me start over. So I had just jumped on my oh hey Darren. Yeah, I was on my other device. I thought I'd just do it kind of vertical. I have to think horizontal, vertical. It doesn't compute. So vertical. And it just jumped off. Something happened. It just kind of blipped. It jumped off. And then when I tried to go on, it wasn't even recognizing my page. It said try again later. I was like, what? So I've just come on here and just anyway started over. So it's going to be a quickie. I keep saying it's going to be a quick live stream and then it's like 20 minutes. I've done that several times. So I am feeling pretty tired. It's been a long day, so this is genuinely going to be a quick live stream. So I just pulled a few cards. I thought just keep it light. So I shuffled my deck. Yeah, PC is better, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to just grab the phone, but then it just doesn't, it blips a lot and it's hard to see comments. So maybe I'll just do it on here from now on. I don't know. I'll see. A quick hello. Yes, I say it, don't I, every time, and then I see the replay and it's like 24 minutes long, and if I thought I was only speaking for about 4 minutes, so maybe conciseness isn't my natural rhythm. So anyway, I'm tired. I feel really tired today anyway, so I'm just going to do a quickie message. So I've pulled some cards. I just felt like shuffling my lovely deck, and I like the images and the light codes that come from these. So these are just like reminders. So the first one, I was rudely interrupted as I was just talking about it. Awakening. So I think I pulled this one recently somewhere. I know that it came up somewhere. Time does fly when you're having fun. So awakening, obvious one, especially as you're on my page, the Awake Revolution. But it's also a reminder that what's coming through is there is we hear awakening a lot. So we're doing individual awakenings and the collective awakening. So just remember the energy that's going into it. So if you're, again, like a lot of people, literally every time I speak to someone in a session or just a connection, people are feeling tired. We're feeling tired. Our bodies are bringing in more light. The planet is bringing in more light. This is a real thing. So we are feeling tired. So just remember when you're questioning yourself, why am I feeling like this? Why am I physically feeling this or emotionally or mentally feeling this? Awakening. It's a massive thing, and you can really feel it. So it's just a reminder. Sometimes we forget, right? I just wish, can't even read. See, I just wish more humans would find the awakening. Yeah, on that one, I'm always because sometimes I'm like, why does not everybody? And the way they describe it to me, my guides, and I love it. They say it's like if you have like a thing that you're all studying and you've got, let's say like university graduates who've completed the course and they've seen the information, they can understand it. Like they just look at it and understand it. If you're trying to give that same information to like a primary school or middle school child, it's not because they're stupid, it's just because they can't understand it. They haven't reached the level that, say, the university or college graduate had received. So it's not about superiority or someone's more interesting. It's not about intelligence, as we've seen, right? It's not that the more intelligent or the more educated someone is, the more they understand, because of course we've seen a lot of people with a lot of letters after their name clueless as to what's happening, and then the other way around, people who dropped out of school long ago completely clued up to what's going on. So the way that they always described it is just understand that we're all at different levels. Some of us are here to go first, so that's why it's very frustrating when you're going through this awakening and you feel like, hurry up everybody, right? Hurry up. Yeah, an awareness then, not an awakening. Yeah, it goes hand in hand, because the awakening is really, it's like we sometimes think it's we're asleep and then we're awake, right? So that would be like almost like lights switched on, suddenly I can see clearly and everything's like amazing. But if you think about growth, it's a process and it's an awareness level. So Yeah, actually, I'll share another thing that came through. I was channeling for somebody in a session, and one of the things somebody was saying, like, I'm so frustrated with this process, and my guides were saying it's like what's happening is, when you're again using age, when you're a certain age, when you're like you're a certain age and you want to be grown up, and you want to just like, when you're like 12, you just want to be a grown up, right? You want to be like 25 or something, like really cool and adult. You can't just switch the switch and become it. You have to go through that developmental process. So this whole um process is like, oh, they have to be aware. People have to be aware of certain things. And they imagine you can't just wake up in the morning suddenly aware and awake to all the goings on in the world. That would be a lot. Like, I definitely know that I've learned things over time. Probably so have you. So yeah, kind of see it as, a lot of people feel like awakening should just be like instant. It isn't. It's a process. So it's like this energy of awakening, and it's a process of awareness and growth and development and all those things that take time. Which is why, if you kind of relax into it and know that, if you just know this is going to occur through your lifetime, right? It helps, because otherwise people are waiting. When are people going to wake up? I was in that energy a couple of years ago, but then I quickly realized this is a process. This is a long kind of process. So yeah, I feel like your recent streams always have me in them. Yeah, you do. You're like, do you get my notifications? Because actually, I should remind people to hit the notification, because most people, yeah, most people watch the replay, but I appreciate the conversation when anyone's here, so that's great. Yes, you're like the star of the show right now, Darren. Like, it's just me and you having a chit chat until 5 million join us, right? One day. Things come along as needed. Yeah, exactly. So awakening, process, patience, difficult, awareness. And the next one I pulled, just for kind of the collective, was soul family, which I love. Oh, soul family. So this is a beautiful reminder. And what's coming to me right now is, a lot of people have lost relatives, friends, social circles from the awakening process. So soul family is a reminder that you have divine team guides around you, but you also have other humans, and we are connected in this way. That your soul family, you can have soul family. They're not necessarily related to you. They're not, you're not growing up with them necessarily, but they're people that come into your life at a certain time. Could be for a long term, could be for a short term. And just reminding you that we are a soul family, so we're all connected on a soul level. And obviously certain people we gravitate towards. Notice the timing of things, notice the timings of messages, or when people cross your path at the stage in life that you're in. And I really feel like that's been a massive part of my journey, of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, where you will cross paths with the right soul. So just, if you're feeling, any of you are feeling isolated, or like you've lost a load of people, you have a whole soul family here. Some of them are on the internet, you've had lots of connections with people online over funny memes or crazy insightful things. That's your soul family. So just allow yourself to connect with people. Sometimes that's hard when you've been maybe hurt, or you've lost a few people along the way. You maybe start to not trust people, but actually, if you open up and know that we have a soul family, and I find that comforting, definitely. So Darren saying, I really need to go deeper into my old soul. Yeah, so your soul is old, ancient, wise. It's there, so it's not that you have to like work hard to get it. It's just, often it's allowing yourself to release the logic, release the kind of old ways, and you can start to feel and access that more and more. So it's a process, right? Just allow. So the fact that you even want to means that you're ready, and means that that's the journey that you're on, which I definitely believe. Yeah, I crossed paths with Mike, he with you, then we together. Exactly. Yeah, so you guys crossed paths like years ago, and then he crossed my path, and then I met you through Mike, and then like we've all connected. It's like you can't plan these timings. I love that bit about life. So soul family. And then the next card I pulled was focus, which I love the colors and I love the energy of this. So focus, but what's coming through is not focus as in focus, write your 5-year plan, know exactly where you're going, have it all figured out in a very logical, linear way. What they want to remind you, and anyone watching, is to focus on the things that you feel good about. So this is more, the focus energy is more utilizing your imagination, your daydreaming, your forward focus. Yeah, or forward focus. Um, it could be for you something related to the forward focus. Maybe I'm going to sell or buy. Yeah, they're saying it's more of a light, less of a linear focus, focus, focus. It's more focus with your mind. Understand that your mind is a massive part of you that is underutilized, and actually visualizing. It's okay. Visualizing. I like speaking about down to earth things and then channeling higher dimensional realms. It's room for both. um, yeah, using your imagination, your visualization, your daydreaming skills. And they want to remind you that that's how you focus in the higher frequencies, in the more soul connected ways. So just shifting that energy or focus into daydreaming is allowing you to focus on what you want, what you desire, visualizing, imagining, playing with your imagination. Spending some time in just daydream is the focus for many of you right now required, because it's going to really help you break out of old paradigms and step into the things that are really calling you, but perhaps a little bit weighed down by logic. Okay. That's going to resonate with some of you. Love you, Marie. So funny. Yeah. Well, I like doing both. I don't have to be so serious just because I happen to be channeling high dimensional beings from 38 million light years away, who most of the human race don't believe in. I can still channel them and talk about down to earth subjects. So I like doing that. Right. And then the final one, which I love, is authentic truth. And I love this card. And I'm going to just keep it there for a moment just to feel that energy, that power. These cards have light codes in them, and I love the kind of feelings you can get from them. When I bought these cards and put them all out on my table, there was a real energy that came off them. So authentic truth. Breathe that in. What is your authentic truth? They do like comedy. Just seeing your comment. They absolutely are very funny. One of their, you think like the High Arcturian Council is like super serious. They're very intense. They have a lot of information. They're very wise, advanced civilization. But they, in their words, we have an excellent sense of humor, is what they say. So the Arcturian energy, it's why I resonate with the humor so much, because I'm connected with the Arcturians, and a lot of you are as well. So they don't talk about things in a very serious way. They're very compassionate, but they do make jokes. They do. They're a right laugh. Sometimes I'm sitting there and like say me and Michael are talking, and then I'm channeling some things. And then like say Michael will ask a question and then I'll channel something, and then they're kind of funny with him and they're funny with me as well. But sometimes they'll answer him and then they'll say something and I'll laugh before I even channel. So I look like a crazy person. But they're very funny. They're very good with the words, the way they use words. They're very light. That's why I get really pink when I channel, because the energy is so high vibration. So it's never like super serious. Of course, if we cover subjects, then it's, they're compassionate and, they're very, very beautiful and sensitive and loving. But yeah, there's a lot of humor with them, which I'd like to share a bit more actually. Yeah, because they're very funny. Yeah, I laugh and cry in the same second sometime. Yeah, so you're very connected to this energy yourself, as many of you are. If you're tuning into me, I tell you, you're tuning into me for a reason, because you're not just tuning into me, you're tuning into the energy that I channel. So there's a reason that many people come into my space at certain times. You are here for a reason. So, okay, so authentic truth is really off the back of focusing, daydreaming, all of that. What is your authentic truth? Just see what they want to say. So it's already that you know this, you have your authentic truth isn't something you have to find, isn't something you have to strive for or work for. It's already inside of you. You already know what's true. You already know what you like, what you don't like, what your preferences are, what you desire, what's true for you, which people resonate with you. You already know what experiences you wish to have. Of course, you already know. but it is clouded sometimes with the beliefs. It's clouded sometimes with the unnecessary human baggage of trying to figure out the how, trying to again stay in the safety of logic and planning. And they're saying there's nothing wrong with these, and they're smiling, they're saying allow yourself though to relax. What is true for you? And keep coming back to what feels true for you, and you will never be steered too far away off your path. They're saying because you already know what's inside of you. And the discomfort and the restlessness sometimes is because you are not following it. That's what it is. It's not because you don't know or you lack clarity. It's because sometimes humans feel heavy, they're weighed down because they're not following the true lightness, the truth for who they are, and what that means. So just breathe into that. Allow yourself to be wherever you are right now. They're saying just to kind of keep the energy light right now. There is a lot of heaviness on this planet right now. So the lighter you can be, the easier time you're going to have. They're saying doesn't mean emotionally you have to tune out of certain things, but it's just being aware of your lightness, coming back to your play, coming back to yourselves. Yeah, and they're saying not taking it all so seriously all of the time. Yeah, I like that. I love it when they say that because I'm like, oh, okay, good. Thanks. Okay, I love your live streams live. I don't watch them on replay. I like to interact live. Feels real, feels connected. Yeah, I'm so glad that you do. Yeah, so that's great. You just show up live. Yeah, some people will feel that. Some people are like, they like watching the replay in their own time. Some people don't want to tune in because they just have their reasons, and they like to do it kind of away, a bit more private, and they don't want to interact as much. But everybody is welcome. All of you are welcome here. I love interacting, so I love to have you here. And equally, I love if you want to, if you choose to just not be quite quiet, but you're here and you're watching the replay and you're receiving these messages, you are so welcome as well. And just for any of you that don't know, I am here to help with transformations. So I have a few different ways of working depending on the level that you're at. So if you're interested in anything of what I'm doing, you can just go to my website, is the best place. So theawakerevolution.com. Yeah, just go there and then you can see all the menu and ways to work with me, a bit more about myself and all of that. So if you want to check out how I work with people, we all like different ways to connect. We're all different. Yes, exactly. Like there are some people that are they love to comment, they love to interact, and there are other people that are just a bit more private, and there is a lot of energy of I don't want people to see I'm tuning in. Like I'm aware when I channel, for example, there'll be people that tune in that really want to receive the message, but they don't feel like comfortable pressing a like or a love on the video, because then sometimes it gets seen by other people, right? And they maybe not comfortable with that. So it's really interesting how you see different responses and how people tune in. Yes, but we are all connected. And when we leave this lifetime, we'll know, we'll understand. So I always try and get to that place now. I kind of remind myself, okay, as I'm exiting this planet, because we've done it loads of times. So our souls will remember. And I often say, if I'm exiting this planet and I'm taking away all the love and I'm taking away all the experiences, what will really matter? And I come back to that as much as possible. And that helps me kind of stay a bit philosophical about things, stay a bit light about things, not to take it all so heavily, because we can get very weighed down, and bring in a bit of lightness, and that's all we can do. We can just do our best. And when we screw up on certain days, we screw up, and that's okay. It's not so bad. Okay. I love interaction and I love to be seen and heard. That's interesting. When I was young, I was totally the opposite. Yeah. I see you being much more visible in work and things that you do. Like you did that chat show, like hosting online thing, like live stream stuff, right? For a reason. Yeah. I wonder when you're doing your next one. So you can let us know. Let us know here on another live stream. Right, I'm going to go because I'm so tired. It's been a long day today. It's been a lot kind of going on. A lot a lot in life generally. For those of you who've read my book, it feels as if I am living some more chapters. That's all is the best way I can describe it. Yeah, it's never a dull life, is it? I feel. 6 months every Saturday. Oh, 6 What does that mean? 6 months every Saturday. Loved it. I'm not understanding that fully. It might be because my brain's a bit frazzled right now. Like I'm literally not computing. Like every 6 months that you want to do it? I don't quite understand. It's probably not you. It's more to do with my processing. Your book is awesome. Look forward to the next one. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to write. So I'm going to write a second one. Oh, the live stream you did. Okay. Right. Yes. Oh, you should definitely do another one. Yeah, it'd be really good to do another one. The book, so I'm writing a second book. Well, I haven't started it yet, but this is going to be where it's not like a sequel to the first book, but it's it's a different type of book to do with the case studies I'm starting now with people to do with like transformations, which I do with anyone anyway, but I just thought I'd get these specific people in like characters and we can create these transformations. So I'm going to be writing up, I don't know how yet, but I want to make it like entertaining and really like not just self-help. Like a person came to me with a lack of confidence and we did these sessions and this is what came up and they've transformed into confident people. Like, yeah, okay, interesting, but not really. There's a lot of self-help books that do that, which are great, but I want to do it in a certain, I haven't even figured it out yet, but hopefully it will read like it's true, but it will read like a story, you know, like a really interesting journey, which I like reading things like that. So that's the next book I'm writing, which I'm going to aim to put out early next year, depending on how the sessions are and what's going on with the clients and people. But I have so many other books. So I want to do a sequel to Above and Beyond when the time is right. I feel like that's going to be some time away because I'm still living some of that. But I definitely got some ideas of novels, like fiction, so many ideas. So I have to start writing that out and getting it out of me because otherwise you sit there pent up with all this creativity. Yeah, so I'm going to do more writing. I think 2023 will be more books, hopefully, alongside the other things. I did say night for 6 months. I really would love to. I'll write a book like yours of my life. Okay, yeah. So then you could write a book. You do not need a permission slip. You don't need a course to go on. You don't need anyone to tell you how to do it. You could write a book. I believe that everybody has a book inside of them because it's only you that's walked your life path. Nobody else has. Even if you did the same job as somebody else and they lived on the same street as you and they were the same age as you, your life journey is completely different to theirs. So I really believe that every human being on the planet has a book inside of them. Not that everybody will write one, but if you feel that stirring, you would love to write a book, then what is getting in your way is the question. Like you could just start, just to plant a seed. Plant a seed, because you can do that in your own time. You can just do it. It's challenging, but it's a great project. You can just do yourself. You don't have to worry about how you're going to publish it, what all that stuff looks like. I didn't have any concern about that. And initially I was like, I'm going to write this book. I even did a post and I said, I'm launching this book in 6 weeks or 8 weeks. You need to, yeah. If you need to do something creative, that's because it's real. And you definitely have some things to share with the world, right? And it is a good feeling. It's a great feeling to just publish, and scary. I found it scary, but it's a great feeling to just release your creativity into the world, because then you can just continue your journey. You've released it. There's something so powerful. There's so many humans that get to the end of their life and the regrets are, I didn't share, I didn't express, I didn't create what I came here to create. And it's there's a sadness. A soul can come back and have other experiences, but there's a sadness, right? Yeah, Mike knows some of it, I bet. Yeah. It'd be such an interesting book, right? For those people that resonate with it. And again, you can take the pressure off. You're not trying to write a book for every single human in the world to read. Some people will have no interest, but other people will be very much pulled towards your book and they'll read it and they'll feel something, from your experience. So I say, go for it. So I'm going to wrap up now. See, 24 minutes. 24 minutes. It's supposed to be about 5 minutes, but I don't know. We're day 30 and you'd think I'd have run out of things to say by now, but I clearly haven't. So good for Michael, because when I expend on a live stream, I just go down really quiet and chilled. I don't have to talk his ear off. I'm a better listener. I can just listen more. So, right, that is me. My goodness, 25 minutes. Right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the replay. And I'll be back tomorrow. So, lots of love. Have a good evening whenever you're watching this. And write your book, create your thing, unleash whatever it is inside of you. There is a reason that you have the stirring. It is not there for nothing. So, what have you got to lose? Okay. See you tomorrow.